everybody, it's Doreen, and I know it's been a while, but I'm back today. I was able to squeeze in a little card to make that I wanted to do for my husband for our 9th wedding anniversary. So this is a silhouette cut file that I've used, and it's actually a really simple card to make. So what does our card look like for today? This is the card that I have made for my husband for our anniversary. Now, I made this as an anniversary card, but you could also make this as a card if you have to attend a wedding. Or actually, you can use it as an engagement card as well. So come on and join me, and I'm going to show you how I made this card. Okay, everybody, so we're going to bring up the supplies and we'll get started making our card. Now, this card is a silhouette cut file, and I will put a link, not a link, but I will put the number up here somewhere in the video. I also put a link to the file down below in the description box. So when you go ahead and cut out your card, after you take it off, it's going to come out like this. Now this paper, or this cardstock, is from a paper pack that is by Paper Studios. It's called Always and Forever, and it's got some really nice, I'm going to run through it real quick, cardstock in here. Some of them have foil on them, and it makes a good wedding pack or anniversary pack, or even if you want to do like a scrapbook with this for someone's wedding, you could use this paper pack. And I want to thank Skylar for sending that to me. She knew I'd make some good use out of it. So when you cut your card out, it's going to come out like this, and you're going to have these perforated edges. So what you want to do is you want to take this fold back here and make it a mountain fold, and then you'll take this fold that's right here and make it a valley fold, which goes like this, and then your next fold will become a mountain fold. So you'll do mountain, valley, mountain, and your card will sit like so. So that will be the front of your card. And I've already gone ahead and added an inside sentiment in the inside for my husband. And I used the print and cut feature to do that. And I've done, I believe, several videos on how to do the print and cut using your silhouette. So before we go ahead and continue on, we want to add our little side pieces here that belong right here. Now, this paper is also from that same paper pack, and I'm just going to go ahead and use my Tombow so we can add that. And this paper is actually, or it's actually cardstock. This cardstock is so pretty that you could just go ahead and not add these side pieces here. But I decided to go ahead and make use of the cardstock anyway and add those. But you could basically just make this actually your card and not go ahead and cut out the other pieces. But I decided, you know, why not make use of the cardstock? I have so much cardstock now that I don't really use and I should use, that I figured, why not? Let's go ahead and do that. So it will end up looking like so. So now the next layer that you would add on, or if you don't want to add a layer, you could leave it just like this, would be this piece right here, which cuts out. And I actually use my print and cut to cut out another piece like this to do the print and cut to put in the inside for my sentiment. So this piece is going to go on here like this. So I think we're going to pull out the big gun, meaning my ATG gun, and add some tape to this, because this is cardstock is foil as well, so I really want that to stick down. I wasn't kind of worried about the little side pieces, but I do want it to stick right in the front. So I am going to go ahead and open this up before I add it, so I can kind of get it somewhat a little even on the front here. And then I'm just going to press that down, and then this is what we'll have. So now our next pieces that I'm going to add onto the card are my next set of layers. So we have this layer, and then we have this layer, and this is just some scrap cardstock that I had left over. This is actually a piece of that shimmer cardstock that I believe I used at on some of the cards that I did in the Christmas series last year. So that is going to sit right there. So I don't think I'm going to pop this up, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and add this on here now. And once again, I'm going to use the ATG gun to add this piece. And if you didn't want to use the shimmer side, you could also go ahead and just use this side of the cardstock if you wanted to, which I have done in the past. So let's see if we can get this lined up, because what we want this to look like is to look like a little frame. So I'm going to be very careful on how I line this up on here by coming over and starting on my left first, and then just kind of line it up. So now it actually looks like the black piece is just a little frame going around there, like so. So now the next thing I want to do is I'm going to add my couple. Now this is also a silhouette file, and what I've done is, you probably won't be able to see it on camera, but I've kind of cut out 3 of these, 3 of the woman and 3 of the man, and I've popped them up so they kind of stick out a little bit and give it some dimension. And I believe I'm going to do the same thing for this piece, our frame piece here. I'm going to pop that up too, but I'm going to go ahead and get our female and our male on here, and I am going to pop them up as well. So I'm going to add a little pop dot there and one there. I got to make sure I want these going facing this way. So we need to flip him over, and we'll add one here. And then what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to take and use my tweezers. But first we're going to go ahead and take off the tape backing for the female. And I'm going to use my tweezers to add her so I can get her on here exactly where I want her. So I think we're going to put her right there, and then we'll add our gentleman so that they are facing each other. Like, and get her up there. I want to kind of make it look like, I'm going to step off the camera for just a minute because I want to get these even, if I can. And there they are. Let's pull her down just a little bit because I want it to look like they're kissing. So I'm going to take her off and readjust her and then add her back on. And there we are. And then we'll just take this piece and add it on to here. And we're going to pop this one up as well. So this card's going to have a lot of dimension. I like to do that every now and then, pop up things. And I have to tell you, I've missed making my cards, but I am still dealing with shoulder and hand pain. So I really have not been able to do a lot of crafting at all. If I want to continue being able to work, I have to really cut down, I don't know where that receipt is from, on my activities that I normally do on the weekends. So now we're just going to add this, and we're going to try to line this up and get it in the center. And there we are. So now we've really got some dimension on here, and it looks really nice. Okay, so now I have two other embellishments that I want to add. And then, even though this is a card for a male, I'm not going to put any bling, but I might put a few flowers on there just because I want to. So I'm going to go ahead and finish adding my embellishments, and I'm going to come back with the finished card and my envelope. Okay, everybody, so I am back with my finished card. So here it is. So I didn't add any bling on there, but I did add some of these Michael's flowers that I picked up in the dollar bin when things were $1. I think they've gone up to $1.50 now. And I took some of my homemade Glimmer mist and misted those and added some leaves down here. And I also misted the leaves as well. Now, I learned how to make the homemade Glimmer mist by watching Tmika. Her channel is Scrapdaworld, and if I can find that video, I'll put the link to it down below in the description box. So if you want to make your own Glimmer mist, you can. And then up here, I went ahead and used my print and cut feature again, and I printed out this happy anniversary, and then I went ahead and just did a cut edge to cut it out. And I made two of those, and then I popped them together. And then I just took a strip of score tape and put it at the very top of the card so I could add that just on the edge of the top of the card. And then over here I've gone ahead and cut out 9th because it is my husband and my 9th wedding anniversary. So that is my card. And then for my envelope, I went ahead and used my We Are Memory Keeper punch board, 123 punch board, and made my envelope. And this is from a paper pack. Let me see which one that is. It is called Color Book, and I actually picked this up at Walmart quite a few years ago. I think when I bought this, my intention was to do a scrapbook or a mini book album for my wedding, but never got around to it. As I've said before, I really am not into making mini albums because I just don't take enough pictures to do it. Although I do have plenty of pictures from our wedding, but I just haven't gotten a chance or gotten around to doing that. And now it doesn't look like I'll be doing it anytime soon because of the issue I'm still having with my shoulder and hands. So I made my envelope, and the way I came up with the size of the envelope is the We Are Memory Keepers 123 punch board does have a app that you can download to your phone, and it's called the envelope generator, and I believe I did show how to use this. So I just took the width of my card and put that in the app, and then put the height of my card, and it told me what size to cut my paper. So it said to cut the paper 9 3/4 square, so that's 9 3/4 all the way around, and then to make my first punch at 5 1/4. So I did an envelope box because my card has so much dimension. So that is it, everybody. This is the anniversary card that I've made for my husband for our 9th wedding anniversary. Thanks for watching, everybody, and happy anniversary, honey. Bye.